Between those jobs, I worked as an actress. I studied my nursing degree to become a registered nurse. I meshed everything together, and there was an opportunity as well during a time slot where I had some time, thought to myself, why not apply? So I applied myself, didn't get in, and I thought, in time, I'm sure I'll get in one day, but I'm never going to give up. So here I am. A year ago, I applied, my 27th attempt, and I got into the airline. I was just applying for fun to see what happens, and here I am. I'm flying as a flight attendant and get to experience amazing people who have stories to tell, an amazing crew. It's just been wonderful. I wanted to show people that even myself as a trans woman who is out and proud to be a trans woman, to be able to get these jobs, to show that I can get these jobs. I'm not going to give up. I'm very motivated, very passionate. And look at me now. I'm on the plane as a cabin crew, get to do what I love, get to be myself. It's amazing. Get to put my other two careers, mesh them together and apply myself and be myself completely. And it entertains the passengers. Being a registered nurse on the flight can also help during medical situations. Yeah, I'm very lucky and very privileged. And I'm 35 years of age and feel like I'm 18 again, getting the job. Like I've previously said before, I haven't resigned or quit in any of my jobs. My registered nursing is casual, so I get to pick what days I choose to work. My acting, I do auditions when I'm at the hotel, when I'm on a layover as a flight attendant, or when I have my day off, I'm at home doing my auditions, and that's part of my acting. That's the way it goes, and I'm enjoying it. It's not everyone can say they're doing 3 jobs and somehow putting it together really well. And I'm very lucky. And I believe that it's meant to be. The way my life has gone is meant to be. And I want to show people, don't give up. You can do whatever you want. You set your mind to. And don't believe what other people say, because when other people say you can't do 3 at the same time, I'm not doing them at the same time. I get to do each job separately, but still get to experience them all essentially at the same time, in the same week, let's say. So yeah, I'm very lucky. I got to be a model, got to be a TV presenter, in a kids show, got to... Over the years, I've also got to work in feature films and a lot of commercials, and I'm very privileged in that way. And I got to work in different departments as a registered nurse, to high acuity, to emergency, to oncology, hematology, dialysis, post-operative, everything. I'm very, very lucky. And as a flight attendant, get to experience different destinations. Going back to New Zealand is one of my favorite flights as well. So yeah, my experience in applying to be a flight attendant, it was definitely something to learn from. There are times where I got rejected or declined, even during the application process. Then when I self-reflected and figured how to changed that to being more inviting and to come into the interview, was, just learning from that experience and being able to, maybe I should add more to this. And so I did. And then that's when I got into the assessment days, where you get to, show your true self, be yourself, meet other people, amazing people over the years. It can be daunting, but you just have to put yourself out there and be yourself. I think that's really important. But yeah, over the years, it was always the same. Getting in, got into the second day and never get progressing through. And, I've always learned from that experience, and I never gave up. I thought, let's write. And I have this book somewhere back in New Zealand where I wrote down everything that I could improve on, and also information about the companies that I applied for. When on the 27th try, when I got into the assessment from the video interview and to the assessment day, I was very excited. I couldn't believe it. I applied for fun. I thought to myself, you know what, I got 2 great careers, especially my nursing degree, to support me. So I didn't think it's a big loss. And I thought, you know what, let's apply for fun. And so I did. Got into the assessment day, being completely be myself, and used my nursing experience and applied it to the questions that they asked, which have been very helpful. And there was this one beautiful interviewer, and she was actually part of the LGBT, and I felt so comfortable to tell her my experience. And she listened, and she really was happy that I told her about myself. And she was very privileged, she said to me, and I'll never forget her, and hopefully I do meet her one day. And then later on the day, I would say a few hours later, I get a text or an email. Was it an email? And they said, congratulations, you have progressed to the next round, which is the official day to meet the crew, the trainers, and the others who've got through. So I was like, oh my God. So the next step was just getting all our identifications sent over to the company. And I was just so excited. That took some time, but we got through it. And then we got in and met everyone at this hotel in the city. And after that, did a test, and then went from there. So the tests are not easy. You have to get 80%, and then some of the tests you have to get 100% as well. So it's actually not an easy process. You have to put 110% of yourself in. You can't have time for yourself. You have to really memorize and study. Everything is important. And it's not like serving on the plane. It's actually a lot of safety protocols you have to do, because you're essentially a safety ambassador on the plane. So I knew of it. I knew that would happen because of my experience during the course. So yeah, I was well prepared. And it was an intense 2 months training, but I got through it, and here I am, living the dream. I think my favorite moment being a flight attendant is meeting all the different types of people that are traveling in the aircraft, as well as the crew. I think the crew is important. I've been so lucky to meet amazing crew, and that's been essentially my experience. Hey everyone, I hope everyone is well. I'm going to do a 3-day trip to Perth. I'm on the aircraft at the moment, and it's gonna be so much fun. Love it. Hi! So I am finally checked in at Perth. I'm not gonna say obviously what the hotel I'm in, but it's really nice out there. It's hot. But yeah, I hope everyone is good. We had a really good flight today. The CSM was amazing. All the crew were amazing. I had a great time on the Airbus A330. So a question, how can I do what you do? Help me, I want to be a flight attendant. I know for a fact you need a minimum of 2 years experience before you can apply as a flight attendant. You need that experience on how you approach your customers, how to deal with customers in certain situations. And overall gives you that experience and that life experience as well during those times. So 2 years plus is definitely important and mandatory. And when you're training through ground school, once you get accepted, you need to put 110% in training, because it's very intense, and I'm not over exaggerating. It's really intense. I studied hardcore. Very hard. It was very hard, but I got through it, and I'm very happy. And here I am. I'm traveling around. I did a 3-day trip from Melbourne to Perth, and Perth to Canberra overnight, then Canberra to Perth, and then Perth overnight, and back to Melbourne tonight. But yeah, fingers crossed, and good luck to you.